I have evolved, but this time backwards.
Talking about relationship, what you know, it's always different from mine.
7 Days War is about a bunch of friends who run away from home together for a week to celebrate their friend's birthday, and she's supposed to leave for Tokyo. Now that is the basic premise of the show, but there is a bunch of turning points here and there, and I might give out some slight spoilers, so that's your warning. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the animation. The art is alright. The production quality is something you'd see on a TV series, but still looks pretty decent. The soundtrack of the film is also pretty good. There's actually this one song in the beginning of the film where I heard it reminded me of Zenz and Zenz from Radwimps. I don't know the name of the song, but I think I can show you the clip. Another thing that I enjoyed from the show is that after a point where the show becomes like a castle siege, our main protagonist really shines as a tactician. The whole war strategy aspect that our protagonist thinks of is really like this history buff who starts pulling all of his knowledge of war into this situation, and that part was always very enjoyable. Okay, so now I want to move into some bad aspects of the show, because this show's got a lot of more bad than there is good. First of all, the writing's pretty bad. It really feels like it was written as a kid's show, even if the subject matters are supposed to be more mature-like. I mean, they're supposed to be mature-like, but it doesn't really render its themes well into the film. So there was a part in the film where this guy, who's like a government employee or something, who's clearly abusing a child. So our main character tries to save the kid by pushing the guy away. And out of the many comebacks, out of the many insults, out of the many things he could have said to the guy, he just says,
ダメじゃないですか、子供相手に。こっち。
That's like telling bank robbers to stop what they're doing because stealing is bad. Characters are just as generic as they are stupid. This whole concept was because of dumb rebellious teenagers don't want to give in to the government, but it's poorly carried out. Although there was another turning point about halfway over the show, and I have to say, it was a big shock to me because after 20 minutes into the film, I already had my mindset that this was supposed to be a kid's movie and that I just had to go with my suspension of disbelief. But over halfway into the film, it takes a sudden dark turn, which lasted a couple of minutes. But still, that part came in as a shocker to me and I kinda dig that. Because of that turning point halfway through the film, this caused somewhat a big problem in between the characters of the show. And, well, the way they resolved them was, I don't know, it was pretty meh for me. The scene felt a little rushed, and realistically speaking, I don't really think it's that easy when you get problems like those. It's not really that simple to solve that type of problem, but there they just kind of talked it out, which, I don't know, it kind of pulled me out of the film as I was starting to actually get into it. And then again, it did feel very wholesome in a way. It just didn't hit me as hard as something like a similar scene from Anohana, for example. I am still unsure of the true message of this film because to me it just felt like your normal coming-of-age story, but the thing is, this felt like it was directed at kids because they portrayed the adults as some cartoonishly one-dimensional villain. Now don't get me wrong, this can still be an enjoyable movie. This can be an enjoyable movie. Just try to shut your brain from all the realistic consequences that should have happened in that situation. But because of that, I'll give this movie a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching my review, and as you can see, I have a different avatar again. Well, to be honest, this was actually my initial plan since the beginning that if I were to be a VTuber, I would prefer a 2D avatar rather than a 3D, so I am gonna stick with this 2D avatar for a while. I am going to continue to try to add some more details to my avatar, because as you can see, this is pretty bad. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more videos in the following weeks. And I'll see you soon.